Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, and here are my predictions for this weekend's Premiership matches. Let's start with Leeds versus Bournemouth. Well, of course, last weekend Leeds went and beat Liverpool 2-1. Nobody saw that one coming, did they? No, me included, because I predicted Liverpool to win that match, but Leeds went and won. Bournemouth, they lost to Tottenham. Bournemouth were winning 2-0 at one time, and then they ended up losing 3-2 to Tottenham. Anyway, Leeds so far have won the last 3 and lost 6. Bournemouth, they've won 3 and lost 6. At the moment, Leeds are 15th. Bournemouth are 14th. I think this is going to be a bit of a tight match. This match, I could well see that Leeds might win again. The way Bournemouth are playing at the moment. I'm going to go for Leeds. I think this might be a draw. Leeds 2, Bournemouth 2. Manchester City versus Fulham. Well, Fulham are 7th, and of course Manchester City are 2nd. And Manchester City, of course, have won 9, lost 1 and drawn 1. Fulham, they have won 5 and lost 4 and drawn 2. In this one, of course, everybody's going to go for Manchester City. I'm going to go for Manchester City to win. Manchester City 3, Fulham 0. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. Well, of course, Nottingham Forest at the bottom at the moment, and Brentford are 11th. And of course, Forest lost last Sunday against Arsenal 5-0. Everybody predicted that Forest would struggle this season and end up being relegated. At the moment, it looks like it might happen, unless Forest can get some wins from somewhere. And of course, Brentford, they drew with Wolves last weekend. You can understand where Nottingham Forest are. They've only won 2, lost 8. Whereas Brentford have won 3 and lost 4. I don't know what to say about this match. It could go either way. I mean, Forest could beat Brentford tomorrow, or Brentford could win as well. I'm going to go for a draw, I think. Nottingham Forest 1, Brentford 1. Wolves versus Brighton. Well, Wolves at the moment, I'm 2nd from bottom, and Brighton at 8th. And Wolves have only won 2, lost 7. Brighton have won 5, lost 4. Of course, Wolves drew with the Brentford last weekend, and Brighton beat Chelsea 4-1. That was another result that nobody saw coming. I'm going to go for Wolves 0, Brighton 2. Brighton to win 2-0. Everton versus Leicester. Everton are 12th, Leicester are 18th. Results don't seem to be improving much for Leicester. And Everton are 12th. I did predict that at the start of the season that Everton would struggle again, but might not happen. But of course, there's a long way to go yet. Anyway, I'm going to go for Everton of only won 3, lost 5. Whereas Leicester have won 3 and lost 8. I'm going to go for Everton 2, Leicester 0. Everton to win 2-0. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Well, Arsenal are top and Chelsea are 6th at the moment. And of course, Chelsea lost last weekend to Brighton, while Arsenal beat Nottingham Forest. Chelsea have won 4, drawn 2 and lost 1, whereas Arsenal have lost 1, won 5 and drawn 1. This is a bit of a local derby. This is a local derby, this one. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a red card in this game match, and I think probably a lot of yellow cards as well. Chelsea versus Arsenal, they're usually feisty affairs. I'm going to go for Chelsea. I'm going to go for Chelsea to win. Chelsea 1, Arsenal 0. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Well, of course, Villa have a new manager, and Villa lost last weekend to Newcastle, while Manchester United beat West Ham. So far, Villa are 16th and Manchester United are 5th. I don't know whether or not Uriah Emery might be able to turn it around. And as for Man United, you never know which Manchester United are going to show up. I'm going to go for Villa in the last matches of won 3, lost 7, whereas Manchester United have won 7, lost 3. Something's got to give, so I'm going to go for Villa 1, Manchester United 2. Manchester United to win 2-1. Southampton versus Newcastle. Well, Southampton are 3rd from bottom and Newcastle are 4th. I did predict that Southampton would struggle this season, and it looks like they might have a struggle on their hands, and this could be the season that they might be relegated from the Premiership. And Newcastle, well, there's no stopping them at the moment, Newcastle. I suppose sooner or later they will start losing matches, Newcastle. But anyway, I'm going to go on Southampton. You can understand where Southampton are. They've won the last 3 and lost 7, whereas Newcastle won 6, lost 1 and drawn 2. I'm going to go for Southampton 0, Newcastle 3. Newcastle to win 3-0. West Ham versus Crystal Palace. West Ham at the moment are 13th, while Crystal Palace are 10th. Well, West Ham didn't have a very good start to the season. They've picked up a bit, but I can't see West Ham finishing in the top 6. They'll have to go on an amazing run to get there from now and into the new year. Well, until the end of the season to get there, which I don't think they will. And Crystal Palace, as like I said, they're 10th. Mid-table, where they probably will finish. But then again, they might end up finishing in the bottom half at the end of the season. In this one, I'm going to go for West Ham 2, Crystal Palace 1. West Ham have won the last 4, lost 7. Crystal Palace have won 4 and lost 4. Tottenham versus Liverpool. Well, Tottenham are 3rd and Liverpool are 9th. I don't know what's going on at Liverpool this season, but doesn't look like it's going to be a very good season. I did predict that they would finish 2nd, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. I think Liverpool are going to have a bit of a struggle this season, whereas Tottenham, they always seem to come from behind to beat teams. They did last weekend against Bournemouth and the other night in the Champions League. So far, Tottenham have won the last 8, lost 3. Liverpool won 4 and lost 4. I'm going to go for Tottenham to win. Tottenham 2, Liverpool 0. Well, that's the end of my predictions for the Premiership. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all again in another video.